If you look at the unemployment figures by age group, most age groups are showing a decrease on the quarter. Looking at young people in particular, people aged 16 to 24, that decreased by 19,000 on the quarter to 941,000. But if you look at the level over the last year or so of youth unemployment, it's kind of fluctuated around that 950,000 mark. So I'd say overall the picture is fairly flat really, despite that latest decrease in unemployment.
Now, let's talk earnings, because we heard this week that inflation falling to 2.1%, falling but still outstripping pay deals. Last time we spoke, Nick, average earnings rising by about 0.8%. Has there been any change?
Not much change there really. The subdued rate of wage growth has continued. Latest figures for 3 months ending October show total pay including bonuses was up 0.9%, so it's only up slightly from 0.8% last month. And if you look at pay growth excluding bonuses, total regular pay, that's up 0.8%. So that low rate of pay growth is continuing really, and the gap between wage growth and inflation remains much the same as it was. Alongside those wage figures, it's probably worth mentioning the employment numbers. The total number of people in work has increased by 250,000 in the latest quarter to just under 30.1 million. Now this increase in the number of people in work, that's the second largest increase on record. So alongside the drop in unemployment, there's a very strong growth in the number of people in work as well.
And briefly for us, I just want to talk about part-time work versus full-time work, because in previous figures we've seen many more people having to take part-time jobs, not because they want them, but because they're struggling to get full-time work. What do these figures tell us about that?
If you look at the employment figures by the different categories, we're seeing an increase for both full-time and part-time work, a stronger increase for full-time than part-time. Though within those part-time numbers, the number of people working part-time who said they couldn't find a full-time job, that continues to increase. That's on up again to a new record high of just under 1.5 million. But there's still strong growth in full-time employment alongside those figures as well.